Jeremiah chapter 22. This is what the Lord says: Go to the house of the king of Judah and speak these words there. Say, Hear the word of the Lord, O king of Judah, who sits on the throne of David, you, your servants, and your people who enter these gates. The Lord declares, Execute justice and righteousness, rescue the oppressed from the hand of the oppressor. Do not mistreat or oppress the foreigner, the fatherless, or the widow, and do not shed innocent blood in this place. If you do these things, kings who sit on the throne of David will enter through the gates of this palace, riding in chariots and on horses, they, their servants, and their people. But if you do not listen to these words, I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that this house will become a desolation. For this is what the Lord says about the house of the king of Judah: You are like Gilead to me, the summit of Lebanon. But I will certainly turn you into a wilderness, cities uninhabited. I will appoint destroyers against you, each with his weapons. They will cut down your choicest cedars and throw them into the fire. Many nations will pass by this city and ask one another, Why has the Lord done such a thing to this great city? They will answer, Because they abandoned the covenant of the Lord their God and worshipped other gods and served them. Do not weep for the dead, do not mourn him. Weep bitterly for the one who goes away, for he will never return and see his native land. For this is what the Lord says about Shallum the son of Josiah, the king of Judah, who succeeded his father Josiah but has gone from this place. He will never return here again. Instead, he will die in the place where they have led him captive, and he will never see this land again. Woe to him who builds his house by unrighteousness, and his upper rooms without justice, who makes his neighbor serve him for nothing and does not give him his wages. Who says, I will build myself a spacious house with large upper rooms, who cuts windows in it, panels it with cedar, and paints it with vermilion. Are you a king because you excel in cedar? Did not your father eat and drink and administer justice and righteousness? Then it went well with him. He took up the case of the poor and needy, and it went well. Is that not what it means to know me? Declares the Lord. But your eyes and your heart are set on nothing except your own dishonest gain, on shedding innocent blood, and on practicing extortion and oppression. Therefore, this is what the Lord says about Jehoiakim the son of Josiah, the king of Judah: People will not lament for him. Alas, my brother, or alas, my sister. They will not lament for him. Alas, Lord, or alas, his majesty. He will be buried with the burial of a donkey, dragged off and thrown outside the gates of Jerusalem. Go up to Lebanon and cry out, raise your voice in Bashan, cry out from Abarim, for all your lovers have been crushed. I spoke to you in your times of prosperity, but you said, I will not listen. This has been your way since your youth. Indeed, you have never listened to me. The wind will drive away all your shepherds, and your lovers will go into exile. Then you will be ashamed and humiliated because of all your wickedness. O inhabitant of Lebanon, nestled among the cedars, how you will groan when pains come upon you, agony like a woman in labor. As surely as I live, declares the Lord, even if you, Jehoiakim son of Jehoiakim king of Judah, were a signet ring on my right hand, I would pull you from it. I will hand you over to those who seek your life, those you dread, Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon and the Chaldeans. I will hurl you and your mother who bore you into another country, where either of you was born, and there you will both die. But they will not return to the land they long to return to. Is this man Jehoiakim a despised, shattered pot, a jar no one wants? Why are he and his descendants hurled out, cast into a land they have not known? O land, land, land! Hear the word of the Lord. This is what the Lord says: Record this man as childless, a man who will not prosper in his lifetime. None of his descendants will prosper to sit on the throne of David or to rule again in Judah.